right, still on example 1, just moving on to the last 3 questions. The 4th question is asking me to use the graph to find the constant of proportionality. Just like last time, make sure you use labels. So that constant of proportionality, which if you don't know what that is, you need to go back to your notes and look that up. The constant of proportionality is simply just that constant unit rate. What is that unit rate in this problem? Well, I can use the graph. I know that the unit rate has to have 1. Unit rates must have 1. Must have a 1. So if I go to the graph, it's asking me, what is my unit rate? How many kilometers, in this case, per hour? Well, looking on the graph, I can see that I have a 1 hour right here. There's 1 hour. Follow that up to where the graph is. There's that green point right there, and that's at 60 kilometers. Boom, boom. So what is the unit rate? What is the constant of proportionality? It is 60 kilometers per 1 hour, or per hour. That's that unit rate. So now here, this is kind of a preview into our next lesson. Write an equation to represent this situation. I'm just going to use my 2 variables, my x and my y, and I'm going to use my unit rate to make an equation. So if 60 is the number of kilometers per hour, my distance would be equal to my unit rate times the time. So fill in the pieces. Distance is y, the unit rate was 60, and your time is x. So we'll talk more about that in our next lesson for shizzles. Okay, so part number 6, last question. If we travel for 4 hours, how many kilometers will we have traveled? So 4 hours, if I go use my graph, because why not? 4 hours is right here. Bloop, 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 bloop. Ooh, that's not exactly on the line there. So I know that's 180. Let's see, this is going up by what? 20. This is going up by 30. So 180, 90, 200, 210 would be here. So then up here would be 240. So it's close to 240, but it's not exactly 240, and we can't make the assumption. So here we can't tell by the graph. Can't tell by using the graph. But that's okay, because you know that you can use some math to find it. If I'm going 60 kilometers per hour, 60 km per hour, and I want to know for 4 hours, that's just going to be 60 times 4, which ends up being 240 kilometers in 4 hours, which is not making sense based on our graph, because that should be closer there on the line. Either way, we used our graph, and that kind of checks out.